Hello Talk family, and welcome to another episode of Talk the Talk. I'm your host, my name is Desh, Pillay, Bechan, and today I am delighted to introduce and welcome Ameena Sheik. She is currently pursuing her honors degree in marketing, all while working full-time as a brand and PR manager at BAIC OEM in Santon, Rivonia. She possesses a unique combination of skills that enable her to excel in her profession. Her strong communication skills allows her to effectively convey ideas and collaborate with others, like she did with me on the racetrack at Kailami, while her innovative creativity drives her to develop solutions to complex problems. She is absolutely relatable and down to earth. Furthermore, her analytical thinking enables her to assess situations critically and make informed decisions. So her excellent relationship building abilities facilitate strong connections with colleagues, clients and stakeholders, while her strategic thinking enables her to develop and implement plans that drives success. Additionally, her effective project management skills ensure that initiatives are completed on time, within budget and to the desired quality. And I think with all our new Chinese brands coming into the country, this is absolutely required and needed to introduce these new beautiful products that we have here. So ultimately, her focus on maintaining a positive brand image through expert public relations strategies has earned her a reputation as a thoughtful and effective leader in her field. So let's give a very warm, even though it's very cold outside, a very warm welcome to Ameena. And as always, this interview is proudly brought to you by Seriti Solutions, MFC and Evo by Nedbank. Hello Ameena.
Hi Desh.
I'm not even going to say cut and let's like take a breather after that introduction, because I know you and I are going to sit here and start talking about the weather or anything else, like visiting your plant in PE, which you tried to persuade me to do. So I'm just going to say hi Ameena and let's get right to it. How are you?
I'm well, thanks, and you, Desh.
Thank you so much for coming today.
And thank you for having me.
Thank you for being such an amazing participant last year in the Motoring Woman of the Year Awards.
I must thank you, Desh, for allowing us the opportunity to have a piece of the stage on that night. It was really phenomenal.
I don't know if there's any questions here that I'm going to ask you about that feeling, so I'm going to ask you now. What was the feeling like? Because I've never received an award in 7 years. Because I own the awards.
I think
I'm never going to feel that.
Desh, you're asking me to describe something that's indescribable. The feelings, I think, cannot be put into words. It's emotion because of the recognition that we have gotten from the Women in Motoring South Africa Awards. It's something that hasn't been done in the past years. And to obviously receive the recognition from such a prestigious platform is, firstly, it's very overwhelming, but I'm also filled with gratitude in being able to receive such an award. It was really a stepping stone for me personally, in my personal progression, as well as in my career progression.
That's amazing. That's absolutely amazing, because in reality, not many women will ever have that opportunity. There's 36 women that gets awards each year, and there's 85,000 women servicing the industry. So unfortunately, and there's only one of us. So actually there's only one of this globally. It's the only awards that are attributed to women in the world, in the motoring sector.
Yeah, so I think we're very lucky to be a part of that, and obviously be a part of the Women in Motoring South Africa family.
Hence I'm saying I'll never get an award. But anyway, where did your journey begin actually in the motoring industry?
So my journey began in Durban. So I am formerly from KZN. I started off working for one of the dealer groups in KZN.
Okay.
So since 2018, I entered the motor industry and I've never looked back. since then. And I think it's just been a journey of such change and such progression throughout like my career, and as well as learning as things evolved in the motoring industry, moving from different brands, and obviously just seeing the amount of change that's happened and the amount of women that's into the motoring industry since then. It's just been astonishing.
Oh, that's amazing. And tell me more about your OEM, BAIC.
So I'm from BAIC, and for those that don't know, it stands for Beijing Automotive Industrial Corporation, and we are a Chinese OEM. We are the only Chinese OEM that bagged 2 awards, which was 2023 Car of the Year and Top Gear Car of the Year 2023.
Well done.
So I think just an overview about us: we do have a plant in Port Elizabeth, and we have a dealer network of about 45 plus dealers around South Africa.
Wow, okay. So what do you enjoy most about your role? Because I saw you on at the racetrack for Festival of Motoring, and you were all over the place. I mean, you were tired. It was at the end of the day when we had met, and you were just like, you were tired yet so energetic, because we just met and you're like, no, we've got to do this and we have to, and we're gonna do this. You were like really you're so passionate. So
I think Desh, at Festival of Motoring, the adrenaline is always high there. But I think also seeing you, because it was the first time that I had met you. I've heard about you. I had heard about you, but I hadn't seen you.
I'm a celebrity.
So it was like a euphoric moment.
You're making me feel like a celebrity. Thank you. I'm only a celebrity in the motoring.
Yeah, so it kind of like clicked, like this is Desh from Talk the Talk. So I knew I had to get a few moments with you because you were equally as busy. So I just sort of grabbed you for the little amount of time that I could, and just got everything that I needed to convey and say to you in that short space of time.
You sound like me when I'm meeting very important people.
That's just kind of how it felt. But what I enjoy about my profession, apart from the exciting events and meeting new people, is just the creativity that it allows me to do. So from a marketing, from a branding and a PR perspective, I think it allows me a certain creative freedom and a certain strategic freedom. There's no rigidity involved, and we can always obviously explore different avenues, whether it be through cross-functional teams and collaborating with other brands or other not other car brands, but obviously just other brands to help us gain that brand awareness in the market.
Absolutely, and I think BAIC is doing an amazing job. As I said, are you here today? And I'm talking about this car, but it was never launched in South Africa.
Okay, it looks very familiar though.
It's a BAIC, and before when it came to South Africa in 2018 or 2017, I drove the X55 or something similar, and I drove 2 bikes at the time, and BAIC just not disappeared, but they just didn't have a presence, or the dealerships were not really being reinstated. I can't remember what the story was. That's not what I do. I don't really pay attention to what exactly is happening to a brand. I just test drive cars. So this was brought to me by Gina Gianni, who was one of the BAIC dealers back then, and she was at head office all the time, and she said, we are launching this in the future, but I want you to be the first to have this. And so I had it on my desk since 2020. Every time I shot an episode, I would have this displayed, and people would be like, what car is that? And I'm like, okay, since nobody knows what vehicle this is, I'm going to keep it here, because it looks like a Jeep. It comes across like kind of a Discovery or Land Rover. It has so much of different features and different characteristics of other brands that no one knew what it was. So I said, okay, this is going to be my car. And today I put it back up because it was hiding there, but I think I'm going to keep this.
I think you should, Desh.
Because you don't have one like
this. I think it's definitely a key piece that you should keep. But perhaps I'm going to give you a bit more to add to your collection as well.
Oh no, can you see how small the space is? But thank you very much. But yeah, I wish you all the best in the brand, because I think the more a product you have and more you have on offer, the better the product is going to do, or the brand is going to do. So I wish you all the best. So yeah,
thank you.
You can bring it through and we'll find a place for it. Anyway, in terms of being inspired, so we are working in a male-dominated field, and unfortunately women are few and far between still. How do you navigate that? Who inspires you, and professionally and personally, who inspires you?
So I'd like to start off with, firstly, who inspired me personally.
Okay.
So that would have to be my dad. He obviously pointed me in the direction of furthering my studies, and he obviously was a very key part in my studying, and currently I am doing my honors. And he did, obviously, before he actually passed away, he asked me to pursue my honors, so hence why I'm still carrying on with that from this year. But he was a businessman himself in a very small town in the south coast of Durban
Called?
Umzinto.
I know about that.
So I think that was my greatest inspiration.
That's where like Gandhi Nagar and all of
Correct.
that. Right? That's because my husband has family there.
So yeah, I think just coming from that background personally, and having moved provinces, it's a huge change. So personally, I think from a family perspective, he was definitely my inspiration to go forth and do what my passion is, and I've done exactly that, and it served me well. And from a professional point of view, every single woman in the automotive industry inspires me and motivates me to some extent. I can't say it's a specific person, because we all have our own challenges as women navigating this male-dominated industry. And it is so refreshing to see how the trajectory has changed. It is absolutely phenomenal, firstly, that Women in Motoring South Africa provides recognition for us as women in this industry, because without this, I don't think we would have gotten any, because it's very rare to obviously seeing women being applauded by the changes they are making and implementing and executing in the industry. So for me, I think every single woman in the motoring industry, it's a very tough industry, and for you to be there and be resilient like that, for me is very, it just shows strength of each and every one of us that are in this industry.
I feel the same way, because I sit here and interview the likes of Ameena Sheiks and CEOs and MDs, male and female, and I think to myself, my God, it's easy actually. My job is easy to highlight the amazing work that you guys do, because I don't have to do it. I was in the industry actively as a journalist, working for companies and trying to work the trade. I was at three OEMs. I started at BMW, I was at Volvo, I was at Tata, and it's very difficult. I've been at the dealer level as well, working at dealerships. I know how tough it can get out there. So I commend. I think I would like to one day have 85,000 awards printed for all 85. Hopefully then it will be 200,000 women that I could send out, every woman in this industry, just a thank you and or something of recognition, you know, so because I think every woman deserves to be applauded for what they do. So in this journey of yours, there must have been one or two errors that you have made, or mistakes, not mistakes, but you know, just made the wrong decision. And in the marketing, let's take it back to marketing and take it back to PR. What is something that you would advise a young woman joining the trade as a junior in that position not to do?
I think as a junior, because that's obviously where I started off as well, I think let's not have a one-focused approach. There's many facets that come with marketing, branding, and PR, and everybody has their preference on it. I think let's not be too focused and have tunnel vision on one aspect.
I was going to use that word, tunnel vision, absolutely.
So spread your wings, see what what appeals to you or what attracts you. It doesn't necessarily mean if you're in the product space, you should stick to product, because very often product and brand go hand in hand. So I think it's just good not to have all your eggs in one basket.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
that's what I see as well. So in my experience, it's been 15 years now in the industry, but I would meet a woman that will get into a receptionist position and believe, okay, this is my destiny because I've been here for 3 years. There's no other opportunity. You can't have that tunnel vision. You need to learn. If you have 2 hours extra in the day, go into the service department, go into parts, go into the F&I, speak to an F&I, speak to marketing like yourself. There are no women that I have come across that have said, I'm not ready to mentor, I'm not ready to teach. So that's one thing that I'm very proud of in being in the space, in the motoring trade. I've been blessed to be surrounded. And remember, I was not always sitting here. I was in the trade, but I've been blessed to be surrounded by teachers and by leaders that were so giving and they were so selfless in what they were doing. So you can find that too. So why are you so supportive in terms of transformation, in terms of positive transformation for women in the motoring trade? Because this is a platform you have been since we met. That was, I don't know when, but you have always been in touch, always been following us, whether it's on LinkedIn or on Facebook, social media. You make your presence known to us. Like, hey, I'm here, even though I haven't spoken to you for some time. Why are you so passionate about it?
I think just to take back to what you said, Desh, it's important that we as women in the industry make our presence known and establish our presence, because apart from everything else that's happening around us, as women, we need to obviously support each other. We need to help each other to level up in the industry. Like you mentioned, does not mean if you started off as a receptionist, you're going to end as a receptionist. You can definitely write your own story. And the motor industry is a place of change. It's constantly changing. So you can either move with that change, choose to move and be a part of the change, or you obviously have a choice that, you know what, I'm doing this for myself. It's a decision that I'm making for my betterment. So I think all women that I have met in this industry have been nothing but supportive of me and my journey personally. There are a few friends who obviously had tough conversations with myself, and which is needed at some point. But as women, the reason I'm supportive is because ultimately we need to help each other grow.
Absolutely.
And if we cannot empower one another, and if we cannot clap for one another, then it's useless us saying we are women, but we're not putting in the work in terms of what it takes to uplift the next woman in this industry.
Absolutely.
And we want to see more women coming into the automotive industry, coming into motoring and making their mark.
And I think it's important that I'm going to take this opportunity to say that how we choose our finalists. So we give 28 OEMs an opportunity, OEMs brands throughout the dealer network, an opportunity to feature one of their ladies in a certain category. Okay, we get in nominations, so we don't go out looking for people to nominate. We choose from those nominations who it is that they would like to recognize. However, it's not that we measure the KPIs against each other, how many units sold or value or whatever the case might be, but over and above. You can sell 500 units as a salesperson, but if you have done nothing to empower a woman, okay, you're not going to get that award. We go into, as a journalist, that's my job, to go into her history of empowering another female. So most of the ladies that receive these awards are, I would say 80% of them are women that are in a place of power. They have positions that are senior, which means they are, if I always say this, if you are powerful and if you are in a place of empowerment, use that empowerment. Use that power to empower. So that resonates exactly with what you said. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for sharing. What you're doing now is empowering.
Thank you for having
Giving
me,
us
Desh.
your time, allowing us your time. I know you're busy, but thank you. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me, Desh.
You're welcome. So we're gonna play a game now. It has nothing to do with automotive, okay? Apparently I'm very boring, so you're gonna pick up those cards, okay? And then you're going to make me look clever. You're gonna it's trivia, but it's 30 seconds. We stole it from 30 seconds.
Okay.
But so you go first.
Okay.
Make it easy, okay? Make me look clever, intelligent.
This obviously is somewhere very close to my brand, so I'm gonna say Eastern Cape.
P.
No.
Port Elizabeth. Close to your brand.
Yeah, it's geographically close to the brand.
Oh, is it a place?
Yeah.
Is it a province?
Yes.
Eastern Cape is a province. Western Cape.
But there is a place in that province.
East London.
Close, but
Really?
another name.
For?
It's often where people travel. Like people would say, I'm
London?
going from Gauteng to a certain place.
KZN. No. Cape Town. People from Gauteng only go
Think of sky.
Sky.
Yeah, it has the word sky in it.
Then you're giving me the answer, by the way. That's going against the rules of the game. Sky. I know. Transky. You could have said where Mandela's from.
Transky.
Okay, give me another one.
Okay.
That one took long, but anyway.
Okay, let's see.
We need to show our people that we don't only talk automotive. We are
Okay.
actually people.
Yeah, we like other things apart from automotive.
We do.
Okay, I'm just gonna give you one clue for this. A publication. And you should know this very well.
A publication.
A business publication.
A business publication, is it print?
Print and online?
Print and online,
Yeah.
but predominantly only print. Is it the Star?
No.
Is it a magazine or a tabloid?
I don't think it's a tabloid.
Is it a newspaper print?
It is a newspaper print.
The New Age?
No.
Well, that was new.
But I gave you a major clue
Okay.
in one of the words that I just said.
Publication.
No. I gave you basically half.
Business. The business something.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't read the business stuff. No, the business. I don't know what it is.
The business.
I don't know.
Business day.
Oh, I have never heard of the business day. I'm not a businesswoman. I'm a journalist.
Business day.
Your colleague is laughing at me from behind. Okay. Thanks for laughing at me. I'm going to make this difficult for you. Okay. No, I'm just kidding. I won't do that to you. He is an artist, a singer from. I know all the songs he sings, but now I can't get it. Okay, but he's really good. He's kind of blonde, but not blonde. He's an African American. He's got smooth moves.
Blonde, but
Okay,
not
wait,
blonde.
hold on. Okay, let me do this. When something is burnt, what's those things called?
Ashes.
Right, this guy's name sounds similar.
Asher.
Yeah. And I'm going for
How can you compare something to being burnt?
No, I said something's been burnt.
Something's being burnt. Ash. Okay.
Okay, sure. I like him, by the way.
He
Oh
does have
gosh.
smooth moves.
Okay. Ooh. Let me do. Okay.
An easy one.
Mickey Mouse
Okay.
comes from this place.
Disneyland.
It's a company. The company.
Walt Disney.
Right. Correct. Okay. I'm gonna do one more with you. Okay.
Okay.
The city next to, the country next to America. They're always complaining that these people are coming over to America.
Mexico.
You're right. Okay. Okay, thank you so much, Ameena, for playing this game with me. I know I watch these segments these days. I just skip through and I watch these segments, and I know I look like a fool, but it doesn't matter.
I wanna watch it. go back and watch it.
Okay, and thank you so much, viewers, for all your support and on all our platforms. Motoring South Africa celebrates your dedication and interaction on social media. Our efforts aim to uplift women and promote diversity within the automotive industry. And our platforms, notably the Motoring Woman of the Year Awards and the Talk to Talk Studios, are channels in which we are trying to, or channels that we are utilizing to uplift, empower and recognize women that are doing amazing things in the motoring trade. So with regard to automotive advice, you can also go to www.auto.evo.africa, and we are the suppliers for their articles and their car reviews. Empowering a woman is not just a moral imperative, it's an economic and social one. As we continue to work towards empowering women, remember that every effort counts, every voice counts, and every action has the potential to create a ripple effect. So your dedication to this cause is crucial in shaping a more equitable and just society. Empowering women is about recognizing their inherent value and worth and creating opportunities for them to thrive. It's about challenging systematic barriers and biases that have held women back for far too long, and it is still the narrative, unfortunately. It's about amplifying their voices, celebrating their achievements, and providing them with the tools and resources they need to succeed. We should work towards not only empowering individual women, but also contributing to a broader cultural shift, a shift that recognizes the importance of gender equality and works to create a world where women are valued, respected and empowered to reach their full potential. So I thank you so much for being a part of this movement. Your commitment, your views, your comments on our pages, your passion and your dedication are making a real difference in the lives of all the women that you see on this platform and to all of us as a team. So remember that the question should never be who's going to let me. It should always be who's going to stop me.